Yeah, that 20-point win that South Dakota enjoyed on Thursday night against the Bison, probably their best performance of the entire year. And even though they're in 9th place in the conference, they're playing some of the best basketball in the entire conference.
And a turnover there by Holt. Eagle staff bodied up by Bruns. Backing him down, little soft touch off the window. And we've seen North Dakota do that more and more with Eagle staff as the season has gone along. North Dakota doing a good job in the scramble drill, closing out on shooters so far. Shot clock down to 10. Holt going to step into one, and he's got the first three for South Dakota. Quick rotation, Iheanacho for three, and that's a good sign for the Fighting Hawks, who did not shoot the three well on Thursday night in the loss to South Dakota State.
Yeah, really.
Kind of an awkward look as he was battling with Chun. Stewart, deep three on the way, and he can get it going.
Dakota really not having a whole lot of success getting the ball deep into the paint, which is what South Dakota State did a great job on Thursday. But so
the younger Bruns of the two, brother Paul, also coming in for the first time. Boom, little hook shot. Nice soft touch for Mayum Boom.
Player on him, like right now, like they have Paul Bruns on him, that he could take into the post, or a bigger guy that he could take out on the perimeter.
Omot getting position, little hook shot, real easy.
Yeah.
Who was at Utah with both of those players. South Dakota had a lot of production to replace in the offseason with some of the losses they sustained. Chun, little hook. That time it dropped.
Put over. Yeah.
Eaglestaff leaning in on Bruns. Nice move there for Trayson Eaglestaff. Some points in the paint for him here in this first half. Stewart getting to the rim again. Real quick move inside, working around Omot.
Yeah, Caleb Stewart was able to take advantage going baseline.
Iheanacho getting to the rim. Soft touch around Bruns. And North Dakota continues to attack as well.
Right, yeah,
and this was a high-scoring game the first time these teams played. It was 95-81.
And my guess is we're heading for that too. I think our friends in the desert said something about 150 points, and my guess is we're going over.
Brady Danielson playing in his 150th college basketball game. Oh, that's a tough finish for Holt.
That's where he's at his best. He's bigger than almost down the stretch in the second half, because that's where things kind of went sideways for UND, but a lot of that credit goes to South Dakota State.
Holt again on the attack. No whistle. King pushing the pace the other way. In the lane, laying it up as Stewart went to the deck. Right now it starts Sidze on Chun, but those guys will switch off and on depending on the screens. Jake Brack is in the game for the first time. Freshman out of Omaha. There's Chun again. Boy, he's got that nice soft touch in there, and it is tough to stop.
And the other big thing about that first matchup was the rebounds, particularly on the offensive end. That was really when UND started to go on their streak of out-rebounding everybody by a crazy margin. And
Boom will check in on the next dead ball. Kulilovic setting the screen for Sartsidze. And Eaglestaff will let it fly over Bruns.
Whether it's now or in the future, and you know, the South Dakota team, they hit on pretty much everybody they brought in through the portal, which is rare, but it's really a testament to this coaching staff and their ability.
Omot backing down Bruns. Little hook shot falls.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, it's important for us to highlight him because obviously he would never highlight himself. And, you know, the old adage is you never want to know the name of the officials. But in this case, these guys are so good.
Stewart does a nice job working around. UND trying to scramble and switch. Chun getting pretty good position this time with the shot clock down to 7.
Yep, way too deep. Way too deep. You got to get Lahan shoot off the block.
Runs, hanging, scoring, and we'll head to the line. Looking to finish off a three-point play.
Jump stop, just like every coach would teach you to do, and there's a good reason for it. We're seeing it right there.
Bruns hesitating and scoring again. Back-to-back buckets for Paul Bruns and a 7-0 run. Sartsidze, a little pick and pop. And another rebound for Bruns. South Dakota has some momentum. Bruns setting up Bruns. Isaac delivering the three on the feed from Paul. First.
Yeah, back and forth we go. Both these offenses are explosive, but they can be a little streaky, and we've seen that play out both ways here in this first half.
Eaglestaff answers with a three. June. Double comes this time, and the ball was lost. Good help from Danielson. Iheanacho looking to push.
How good was that?
Stewart hanging and getting it to drop and rimming around and falling in for Caleb Stewart, who's up. USD 3 of 7 from three-point range in this first half. Iheanacho spinning, wheeling, and dealing on Bruns, and they just continue to pick on some of these perimeter defenders in the post. For Sartsidze and Danielson, playing in their final home games for the Hawks. Another tough shot there for Eagle staff. Sometimes make it look easy, and Bruns just shaking his head like, what else can I do? It's been a while since June has had a touch. We'll see if USD tries to go there, and yes, they do. Kolovic trying to put his body on him. Keeping that dribble alive, a little hook shot, and it crawls over.
The defender got some hand or not, but regardless, possession stays with South Dakota with only 6 seconds on the shot clock here.
June giving it up to Stewart. Stewart trying to turn the corner. June at the rim. Nice feed from Stewart.
Yeah, beautiful play by Stewart coming off that screen hard because he came off that.
One of the best in the Summit League. A shade under 75% as a club, and that one is off. June, I mean, this is a guy that played in 72 career games. Eagle staff racing down floor, beat Bruns. Oh, and Sartsidze, good job hustling back, and that pass was deflected. A little bit underthrown, perhaps. Kolulovic muscling inside for two. A cross-court pass. And now Omat will give it up. Sartsidze, clean look. Eagle staff got caught up in the air, but Iheanacho is going to let it rip. Back-to-back threes, and now an 11-point lead for UND, largest of the afternoon. Sartsidze, guarded by the smaller Bruns, backing him down with 5. Boom with the double. Kolovic getting inside. And that is another assist for Sartsidze, his 4th. And now North Dakota racing the other way. Another 3 on the way. Sartsidze on senior day.
Does South Dakota have another run in them to eat back into the lead like they've been doing all game?
Kramer around Kolulovic. Got inside. Well, that's a nice move by the redshirt freshman. Now, both teams are right around that 60% mark. Holt giving it up. Isaac Bruns hit a 3 in the first half and rattles that one home.
But this is a high level of stress, and it requires a lot from you, and he's been answering the bell all year long.
Holt, floater. Boy, he is really good at that little cat and mouse, using the screen. Iheanacho, hesitation to rebel. Kolovic, beautiful feed again. The 13th assist for UND.
The one-man press breaker, one-man fast break.
Kolovic, again, doesn't shoot a ton of threes, but the percentage is good. Eagle staff fading over Stewart, making it look easy.
That's so good. That is so good. You have to close out them.
As that is the 17th foul against the Fighting Hawks with 6:34 to go here in the basketball.
In this lead, but they just have not been able to consistently get stops. Unlike that right there.
Nice job by Birchall, just forcing the second turnover of the afternoon. Holt getting caught up in the air. Stewart, high arcing 3. Wow. Over Iheanacho with his hand stretched out. That's a tough shot.
I mean, partly because UND really hasn't needed it, but I mean, the reality is I don't know there's a whole lot of players on the South Dakota team that can guard B.J. Omat.
Danielson right off the inbounds. No hesitation.
Yeah, it wasn't even really much of a play. Its defense just kind of fell asleep a little bit, and Brady Danielson made him pay.
Stewart hanging off the window. Stewart up to 14 points now.
The game got kind of in this type of situation, and it was go time for Caleb Stewart, and he answered the bell to a tune of 44 points.
How about Sartsidze wheeling and dealing, putting on the brakes, and Sone. Holt has to retreat after it's poked away. Chun will finally check back in. He's been on the bench for a while. Holt, boy, he just does such a nice job in that 6 to 8 foot area. Brack trying to stay with Sartsidze. Sartsidze keeping his feet. He's been very aggressive in the post today.
Obviously, we kind of saw that same evolution in UND here until they got the roster right, until they got the right caliber player here.
Kramer, the redshirt freshman's got a lot of run here in the second half, but could not convert the front end of the 1-and-1. And King is all by himself at the other end. Showtime!
Eli King just took off, and South Dakota wasn't matched up.
Been a while since Chune's had a touch. Finally. Holt giving it up. Chune. Blocked by Homot! Homot's yet to hit a three. Now he's got one.
Athleticism, he just needs a little more seasoning.
Miles Branch, Jeremiah Coleman, both redshirting as well for USD. Two guys that have contributed in the past. Oh, tough finish for Ian Acho working around Bruns. Holtz blocked by Omot again.
I think a lot of people think, where did BJ Omot come from?
Ianacho again. If Kansas City wins, the Roos are the 2. If ORU can snap a 6-game skid at home, then the Golden Eagles will be the 2. Boom, flushing it home. Nice feed from Kramer.
Yeah.
Matthews will come out to set the screen for Hong. Mara will go for 3, and Hamru Mara has the triple on the top of the key, and that puts 95 on the board. 5 on the clock. Stewart giving it up. Bruns has to go. Two Hawks in his face for 3, and Bruns delivers at the buzzer to trim the UN lead to 4.
Go downhill. Omot stopped him, but at the last second, there Paul Bruns gets a little escape dribble to give himself enough room and knock it down. UND up 4. A lot of confidence, and most importantly, they're fairly healthy going into the tournament. And Eli King had an opportunity there, but probably the right thing to do to pull it out.
95-66 is the final as North Dakota puts its foot on the gas in the second half.